CXC Registrar Dr. Didacus Jules believes that students are not to blame when the results of CXC examinations are of a low quality. Dr. Jules says bad results do not necessarily reflect the weakness of the students.
I'm not particularly worried about performance from the point of view of people questioning the capability of our students. I know that Caribbean students have the capacity to do better and to perform better. The big problem in education for me is not the capacity of students to learn or the capability of teachers to teach, although that is an issue in many cases. I think these are policy questions that have to be addressed. The problem in education in the Caribbean is that we are failing to teach and to reach our students. We say it rhetorically that every child can learn, but our practice and our policies do not bear this out. The failure that we see in CXC examinations is a result of our incapacity to motivate, to teach properly, and to get these students to realize their potential.
The CXC Registrar makes mention of ICTs in education. He says the transitioning from textbooks to electronic books has its advantages in learning.
Textbooks will always be there, but we have to recognize that textbooks at this historical juncture worldwide have sort of run to the maximum of their potential. A textbook has a gestation period. It takes about sometimes up to 6 months to a year to write a good textbook. Of course, by the time that textbook is written, edited, goes to publishing stage, reaches distributors, a lot of the content is obsolete. Estimates have been made now that anybody doing a 4-year degree, by the 3rd year of that degree, a lot of what you learned in the 1st year is obsolete. The digital realm provides us with the opportunity to have real-time update of information. If tomorrow they discover a new planet, that can be reflected in our digital content.
Meanwhile, Jules is of the view that technology will revolutionize education.
The world is moving at such a fast pace today that if our students have to rely on the old technologies of learning, they're going to lose out because they'll be learning yesterday's facts when today's facts are unfolding in exponential time. So the capability of that new media with your, for example, the issuance of laptops or tablets to students means that a student does not have to have a 50-pound backpack loaded with books costing hundreds of dollars, not all of which are utilized, to carry to school every day. Electronic books, e-books, access to websites that have interactive learning content, not only lighten the load physically, but they also lighten the load financially on parents and governments. And more importantly, they change the whole nature of learning because learning can be more engaging, it can be more real-time, it can be more interactive.
He discloses that there must be a joint effort to make learning fun, and the nature of learning in classrooms has to move from the teacher as a demanding figure to one of a mutual search guided by the teaching for understanding and for knowledge. Dr. Jules recently discussed education in the Caribbean and the involvement of ICTs with Telecommunications Minister Dr. Edmund Mansour.